Yes, it is. Thank you for joining us once again and downloading this show. We enjoy doing it for you. And Heidi was asking me on the way out of our regular job today, over on terrestrial radio, 790 BABC, that he said, hey, how'd that dermatology appointment go? Remember, and I think I mentioned it on this show, that I was going to the dermatologist because I had this thing in my eye.
Well, it's on the side of your nose, the right side of your nose, like in the corner of your eye.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's right outside of my tear duct.
Yeah.
On the right side, which is my good eye.
Is it filled with tears that you haven't cried?
Yeah, it's a tear boil.
Yeah, you need to let that out. You're backed up.
I'll just pop that and have a good cry.
You got like blue ducks.
Well, I did go to the dermatologist, and they did remove the whatever it was, and I've had it for like 2 years. I noticed it on a picture from 2008 that I had this dot on my eye, and it's been there for 2 years. It never did heal. Kind of goes away, then I pick it or something, and it comes back and gets all red, but it never heals completely. And so I go to the dermatologist, and she comes in, and I wrote on the
reason for visit.
Yeah, reason for visit.
Yeah.
And I wrote on there in shaky, hard writing with an ink pen, cancer. Exclamation point, and the exclamation points kept getting more just dots, like I couldn't even. Yeah. It's urgent, get your ass in here. Mm-hmm. So she comes in and she's like, so I guess you think you might have cancer.
What gives you that idea?
And so she takes a look at it and she goes, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what?
She goes, you have cancer.
What?
What? I have cancer, and they're only giving me 5-6 decades to live. So
stop screwing around. What's wrong with you?
No, I have cancer, but they're giving me 50-60 years to live, which is pretty much my life expectancy. They say people don't normally die of the kind of cancer you have. It's a basal cell carcinoma, which is the good cancer.
What?
Woo! Good cancer.
Wait a second. Melanoma is the deadliest form of cancer, and that's
must not be a melanoma. It must be a carcinoma. So
you have cancer.
I have cancer.
And you're smiling.
I'm going to skip the chemo and go straight to the medical marijuana and get my prescription license.
Wait, she knew right away.
Yeah, she saw it. It's actually when I was sitting in there, they had the flyers about shit like that. I looked at the cancer, and it's this big, and it's discolored, it has all different types of
I know, I've
cancer.
seen the poster. I mean, I haven't memorized the poster.
So I'm going through the flyer before she walks in, and sure enough, there's my thingy, because I got to look at it real close, in the mirror right before I went, because there's Farty has a makeup mirror.
Yeah.
With those magnifying ones.
Now, what is that?
It's like a circle with a light around it. One side magnifies your face.
Yeah,
Just probably stay away from that. On the other side. Yeah, of the two of us, who do you think had face cancer? Not me. But no, it turns out I do have it.
Frank.
And they say people don't die from this. They cut it off. They send it off to the lab. But she's pretty sure.
But you still have it. It's still there.
Yeah, I'm cancer face.
Frank.
Yeah.
Think of the puss, though, that you could get in the bar if you weren't attacked.
But who wants to sit on cancer face?
Yeah, because I'd be afraid. You know me, I'm a hypochondriac. I'd be afraid if I sit on your face, my pussy would have carcinoma.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm. Whoa.
So yeah.
Frank, do you have any idea how distraught I would be if I was he's gonna have cancer?
But no, it's the good cancer. It's nothing's gonna kill me. She's people before they had cancer treatment, they would get this in the olden days, and they wouldn't remove it. But the cancer wouldn't kill them. Usually be because it never heals, a skin infection. So you get some skin infection, you die from the skin infection.
Did she give you something some sort of ointment? Do you put ointment on cancer? Can you put
ointment for cancer?
Well, I don't know. I didn't even know there was good cancer. So I'm learning. No ointment, nothing. You just like an old Indian. Just fuck it.
She gave me some stuff to put over so I don't get a skin infection.
Some bacitracin.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it all.
She does know it all.
I know it all. I might as well have my medical degree.
But yeah, she's this is really nothing to worry about. But
she says to you, yuck, you have cancer. Oh, but it's nothing to worry about. Yes, I'd still be in her office going, no. Okay, it's still there though. It's still, your mark is still there. So here's where my brain would go. It is growing tentacles. It's going into my nasal cavity. I'm going to have nasal cavity cancer into my eye sockets, and I'm going to end up with that guy that had his whole face removed and he has snap-on face, but he's blind.
Hey, snap-on face might be a good idea.
Could be an improvement. My situation.
Let's just get some magnets and we'll put them into your skull right now, and then we'll just have different faces.
And then
for
you could hang like your appointment schedules on my
Yeah.
face and stuff. You're like, Heidi, what do I have to do today? Oh, that's right, I gotta stop by
If
Meat
there's
Gordon.
any pictures in that class, I can just hang them on your face.
Just right on my face there so that you can
Yeah.
make his drawings. Sure.
Drawings.
His drawings. Unbelievable,
yeah.
Frank. You have cancer. I'm gonna start telling people my friend has cancer, though. That's cool.
I guess I have to go back. Once it comes back from the lab and they're verifying
For sure,
if it's cancer, I have to go back in and they do some weird thing where they have to go and cut a little bit more around the hole they
Well, they
made.
have to core it out to make sure they get it all.
Well, yeah, well, they have to cut around it, and then they have an insta test right there, as opposed to sending it out to a lab. So they cut it out and they test it, and if it's okay, then they don't cut anymore. But it's like, okay, there's still a little sign of it, so they got to keep cutting deeper and wider. They kind of do what they said, a football shape, so you don't get a really bad scar. So that's how they have to open it up, because if they just start cutting around it, you have a giant hole in your face. So they got to be, kind of slick with the scalpel and cut around it so it all kind of folds back together origami-like and has a face again.
Oh my God.
But she's like, I don't know how big that hole might be, because once we get in there, it could,
We don't know how deep it is.
yeah, it could be one of the, like you said,
Well, see?
a little rooted octopus of cancer going down my face.
Because I'm sure she said, how long have you noticed it?
I told her.
And you said...
Two guys saw a picture from 2008.
Did she say, and you're just now coming in? Men are so bizarre to me.
No, because she wasn't that worried about it. When your doctor doesn't freak out and says, oh yeah, that's cancer.
Well, I don't think they ever freak out. They don't go, oh my God, you're never going to believe you have cervical cancer. It is like bad. It's like stage 4 bad. They always go, well, we're going to do everything we can, and we're going to get it.
I mean, she wasn't telling me to get my shit in order. You might want to get your stuff in order. You might want to call some family members.
Wow.
No, it wasn't like that. It was really because I joked around initially with my cancer on my,
Frank.
what's wrong with you? And then she was like, oh yeah, that's cancer. But, I guess normally they're not super nonchalant either about it, but you got to feel good about that.
Well, I guess, yeah.
So she said I might have a scar on my face that might be like a ½ inch to an inch long, and I'm like, well,
Now you're pointing low on your face, so you're saying they go in under it, like because.
well, if they can cut my eyelids off, I'm going to keep those because that'd be kind of fucked up.
Frank looks surprised all the time, but just on that one side, I don't know what the fuck is this deal.
I can't tell what's from the Heidi and what's from Frank.
Yeah.
Frank's the brunette.
Wow.
I was thinking, why can't you just make it bigger? I mean, might as well give me a bigger scar. If I'm going to have a face scar, I'm going to have something small. And
Maybe
like, do you have a scar? What happened? I want it to look like I was in a fucking knife fight.
Yeah.
What happened to your face, cancer?
Totally. Yeah.
Or I would just say knife fight. I was getting mugged, and a guy pulled a knife on me. And
How weird that when you were a little boy, because now I'm picturing you in a patch. When you were a little boy, you wore a patch for a good part of your life, and that
on the same eye.
that could come back. Yeah, you wore a patch on your good eye to make your bad eye stronger. You wear a patch again. That'd be sexy.
But what if it's under my eyeball, and I have to pull out my good eye, and now I'm just legally blind? I'm talking walking around with a stick and shit.
Oh, like Eric's daddy.
Yeah.
He's blind.
That guy did a show with your dad. It's a blind guy. So we'll do a show
I
together.
love that podcast.
Would you?
That would be the best podcast of all time.
All right, I know your dad listens, so if I do
Yeah.
lose my sight,
Yeah.
Mr. Schmaze, I offer a job
Or-
for you to do the other blind guy.
We could rename our show "The Blonde Leading the Blind."
Ooh, that's nice.
I mean, I'm saying Shmeez's dad is not for the transfer from Knoxville to. I'm here. We could do that show. Whatever.
You just tell him he's here.
Whatever.
Just walk him around the house.
Hell, we can tell you
guys.
you're here.
Exactly. You can tell me after the Nashville.
Put him on
Yeah, just put him on something for a little while.
just shake a car. And be like, we're on the plane.
We're here. It smells the same as Los Angeles. I don't know.
Just come by, ask him if he wants a drink or some nuts. Make sure you get the small glasses. Don't give him the whole can.
Oh, God. Wow, my mind is a little bit blown right now.
It's no big deal. See, that's how you handle life, Heidi. You find out you get cancer, and it's no big deal. Even if it was like the super duper cancer, like you were saying, melanoma. If it was,
Yeah.
I still would probably be the same
Well,
way.
I will honestly say this.
Because I know I want to beat it.
Well,
I
this
think I'm going
is...
to beat this cancer too. They give
She's
me
giving me 50...
50, 60 years to live.
Here's what I will say about me. I am a freak, but I think I'm a freak about the not knowing. If I had something, I would be like, all right, let's do it. Because I am competitive, so I'm like, oh, fucking kicking cancer's asshole, right? You know what I mean? It's the not knowing. It's the wondering.
So you're the chick who would cut off a healthy boob just in case.
I like my titties. I'll take my chance.
But if you had cancer in one and they're saying you have possibility of getting the other, you cut off the health.
Well, I only do that 'cause I'm a Libra and I can't stand up things that are imbalanced. I gotta have even Steven, you know. So I'm like, oh shit. I mean, no, I'd probably get an implant, put the one they took off, and keep the other. But I don't think that that's going to be an issue for me because I never had any breast tissue ever, and cancer grows in breast tissue. I mean, I had like a guy's body, and guys don't typically get titty cancer.
But they can.
They can, but I don't.
That'd be the unmanly way to go. Breast cancer.
We're talking about that, yeah. Yeah, the titty cancer for the guy. But I didn't have any breast tissue. This is all phony baloney. And I don't even have any chest muscles. None. Nothing.
So you were born without chest muscles.
I don't have any chest muscles. So that's why pull-ups, like doing that P90X, pull-ups are tough for me, and push-ups are tough for me because I don't have any muscles in my chest.
Well, push-ups I can understand. That's chest.
Yeah.
Pull-ups are more back
Yeah, but...
and
you have to-
biceps.
yeah, I still can't do those. Though.
Any kind of pushing stuff you can't do.
I mean, I can do push-ups, but not... I should be further along in the program with push-ups, but I don't have chest
How many push-ups can you do?
muscles. Well, I mean, in what, a minute?
I guess. You can do push-ups for a minute? Fuck.
No, not really. I can't do that. I mean, I can do maybe 10, and I have to stop at the top. And
Boy push-ups or girl push-ups?
when I started P90X, I could not do boy push-ups, and now I can do boy push-ups. So, I mean, I'm further along.
I'm
but I should
surprised
still
at you because you being the chick who always likes to be dainty or be the girl in the relationship, you would never even attempt to do boy push-ups. Like, you'd stick to girl push-ups.
Right.
You do,
Like, I have to go to
you do
the-
500 girl push-ups before you try to do one boy push-up. Afraid someone would see you.
Yeah, that is that.
I knew she was the man.
Yeah, I still have to do girl push-ups and like when in the damn P90X program where the ones where you have to do one-armed or whatever.
One-arm push-ups.
I can't even. I mean, I'm like, I can't even do them on my knees. I can't do one-armed. So no, I'm still kind of girly. Well, that blows my mind, Frank. I'm sorry.
No need to be. It's all good.
But have you told anybody else about this? Did you call your mom?
No, I'm just telling you and the audience right now.
Did you tell
I didn't
your-
tell my mom, no.
So your mom doesn't know her son has cancer.
Nope.
How is that possible?
Because I don't know those people that calls up because Mom, I have cancer.
And you worry her, yeah.
And it's non-cancer. And
But it is cancer, Frank. You have cancer. That's crazy. I mean, seriously, I'm going to get so fixated on that. All right.
Really? You can't stop looking at my black spot on my face, can you? Oh, that's cancer right there. See it?
That's what cancer. I've never been this close to
That's
cancer
okay. Wanna
before.
smell it?
It's almost like a
Wanna smell
celebrity.
cancer?
It's almost like a celebrity.
It's like our special guest today. Heidi and Frank and cancer. Also, Shanice, he's always here.
That should be in Kevin's new intro.
Cancer, I've got to be honest, I know it's rude, but I've never liked you. Not a fan. Not a fan, sir. Cancer.
But he doesn't discriminate.
Mm.
He never say that he hates a certain type of person.
No, because
No.
he came after you. Very sad for you. Oh, you know, you mentioned unmanly ways to die just now about
Yeah.
getting breast cancer. Tell me if you think these two guys in this story are gay. Or as two straight guys, allegedly, sitting in this room, would this be something you ever do? My theory is any type of ass play, whether it's smacking your ass as two guys, whether it's just any, that gay, even in sports, just that you got to tap the ass and all that.
That's not gay at all.
Okay, is this gay? Two men required surgery to remove pellets from their asses after shooting each other to see if it would hurt.
That's not gay.
Yes, they were drinking. 34-year-old friends were enjoying a Sunday afternoon beer drinking session when they decided to shoot one another with an air rifle to see if it would penetrate their ass and cause pain. The men took turns shooting each other in the ass. They thought that they were fine, but were admitted to hospital 2 days later requiring surgery to remove slug pellets from their ass, and one of them got caught in the leg. So I think anytime a guy's like, you want to shoot each other in the ass and then see if it hurts?
I guess you better have to clarify if there was no pellet gun laying around.
Yeah, no, with that, here's the thing.
Frank.
We're just sitting on the couch in our skivvies.
Yeah. Do you want to shoot it? Here's the thing. I know it's going to hurt, so we don't need to do that to see if it's going to hurt.
Did you miss the part that they were drinking?
Yeah. No, I know they were drinking. So you don't think there's anything gay about that?
Not at all. That's something that I would have done. Younger days, not now.
No,
but
she had cancer.
But yeah, but yeah, in the younger days, doing stupid shit like that.
Really? Well, 34 years old is not young, but I'm like, no. Anytime guys want to be, hey, Because it's all disguised. It's all disguised. It's, let's see if we like shoot each other with a gun.
Well, did they like pull their pants down and spread their cheeks and
No,
actually had a bullseye, or was it just like hit me in the cheek, motherfucker?
I think it was a cheat to see if it would hurt, but we don't need to do it. My point is, yes, it's going to hurt. You're getting shot with an air rifle in the ass. It's going to hurt.
It was probably one of those things where let's see who can take it. As, let me see if I get shot in the ass. I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Now let me shoot you in the ass.
Well, like now make a sound like if you.
Oh God! Yeah, who can take the pain?
My turn.
That's a total jackass thing.
Yeah, I get. Well, those
guys are gay.
Well, latent homosexuality occasionally.
Think so?
Into certain things.
Like what?
Anytime you're so interested in your buddy's shit, it's a little gay. None of my friends have ever been like really curious about their shit and what they do and what it looked like and all that. Oh, but
that doesn't make it a gay thing. That makes it a sex thing. But men can be, impressed by another guy's turd. You go, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
You would call Eric in to go, seriously, this is weird, but you gotta fucking see this thing.
I've told this story before, I think, at the other station, not on KBC, obviously, but I once shit a question mark, complete with dot.
As if just...
I was curious, too, when I turned around. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? So we were both asking each other questions. What? So, yeah, I mean, if I had that again...
Yeah. Would you call Eric in? Yeah.
Yeah, me and my daughter and Fardy were all on ratemypoo.com one night.
That is a pretty fantastic website.
It's addicting. I mean, you just keep going and you're just like, oh my God. And we couldn't stop. And we're just dying laughing at certain ones and Or
where you go, that's not even real.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
But it reminded me when you're telling your eye cancer story where you go in and you see the chart of the different melanomas or the carcinomas where you're like, oh my God, yeah, that one's mine. Same thing happened when I went to get the colonic. What they do is they have everything lined up. And what does your poo look like? And there's the scale. Too nuggety where it's like you need
too nuggety.
Yeah, it's like it's too solid where you're just like it's like rocks where you're like okay.
Like deer pellets?
Yeah, like where it looks dry and hard, where that's not good. Like it was a tough one to get out. And then there's
that's something I would definitely call Eric about. I just shit deer pellets. Or I tell him like a rabbit broke in and shit in the toilet. I told you there's a rabbit living in here.
If it happened around Easter, that'd be fantastic. I believe. But yeah, they have a whole thing set up where you can go, well, what's yours look like? And she'll come in and she'll go, now, out of these pictures here, what does yours look like, most often?
Oh, this is before. This is like a regular day. What does yours look like?
Right, like on a regular day, what does it look like so that she knows, okay,
what we're looking at,
what we're looking for, and all of that stuff. It needs to be golden and it needs to float. This is what I've learned.
I thought floaty meant you had too much fat in your diet.
Nope, floaty is good. If it's like golden brown and floaty, spot on. That's what
I very rarely have a floaty.
Really?
Seriously.
I don't think I do.
I don't have the Molly Browns of turds. I don't.
Ooh, got me a Molly Brown back then. See, that's what you call her, Molly Brown.
Ooh, Molly. That felt like a Molly. I'll find out in a second.
I used to know a kid in high school whose butthole hadn't fully developed when he was born.
Yeah.
So he had a bunch of little buttholes. So like there was skin over his hole. But he had, I'm not kidding. I mean, I didn't see his.
Oh, come on.
I didn't see his
so when he shit,
somebody had a bunch of
it
little
looked like Play-Doh. It
yeah.
was like Play-Doh. Like when you push it through one of the shape things.
Yeah, like a Play-Doh Fun Factory.
Everywhere. It would just be a bunch of little spaghetti noodles.
I would have had each one shaped like a different shape. Like there's a star and there's a globe.
Yellow moon.
Yeah. I'd have been shitting Lucky Charms every time I went to the bathroom.
You'd be the featured photo on Rate My Poo.
Lucky Charmin. Wow. Here's a turd in the fun.
No, if I had a friend who had a bunch of little assholes, it's not gay, Heidi, to say bend over and show me.
I agree. No, not at all. Because that is...
I gotta see this.
Yes, that's one of those things. Because I think anything that's wrong with your butthole, that's not gay to go like, you gotta see his Bob's butthole. Seriously.
So when he got diarrhea, it was like a shower spigot where he could turn it around like...
Hey, Bob, put it on Viber, put it on Massager.
Now that's the 2 girls, 1 cup video I want to see. Is someone getting the shit massage.
Oh, that's so good. Wow. So how did you learned about this just because he shared it with you? You were good friends.
We actually weren't that close, but
Well-
it was just the talk of high school.
Oh, so it might not have been true.
No. He would tell. He was totally cool with the attention. He was very unpopular. So when everybody found out about his multi-asshole properties, he would call people and be like, "Take a look."
How many holes did he have?
I don't know.
Was it like all along his
spaghetti noodles?
all along his crack? He would have instead of the one in the middle.
What I imagined was just. I can't believe we're talking about this.
Yeah, you brought it up.
I know it's fantastic.
I just sort of imagined like a shower head. Is exactly what I pictured.
Oh.
Yeah, I picture him in a circle around
Yeah.
the
I
hole that
pictured
didn't
him.
develop.
Huh.
Yeah.
I pictured him in a line.
He eventually got it fixed, actually.
Your cousin was born without one. Without one, not with extras.
Cousin Billy born without a butthole. For some reason, he couldn't go swimming. I mean, what was it? Was it a buoyancy thing? A
Maybe you
ballast
need your
thing?
butthole. Yeah, you don't know.
You gotta have like,
That's-
the air balance itself out, and if you can't fart, you can't swim.
Yeah, maybe it's like a fish with the swim bladders.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he had the little bag, but I never did see the bag because they didn't show it to the
That's
kids,
why
and
he
they would
couldn't
embarrass
swim.
him.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't swim.
His colostomy bag.
Yeah, I don't think he can swim with those.
I just thought he had floaties on. The one was like full of shit and piss. The other one was blaze orange. Like,
Yeah.
my God.
The world's worst floaty idea.
Yeah. At least get him a matching
I
one.
got brown and orange floaties. Thanks, Mom.
Now, this is my favorite story of the week, and actually, it's a couple weeks old, I think. But teenager passes out marrying cow he had sex with. This happened in Bali. A Balinese teenager caught in the act of intercourse with a cow passed out when he was forced to marry the animal in a ceremony witnessed by hundreds of curious onlookers.
So he got caught banging it, so they were like, well, fine,
Marry her.
you're marrying her. Whoa.
You got to save that cow's honor by marrying that cow. No, I don't get that. The curious onlookers. So it's like they started the whole ceremony, and people are walking by and it's like, is that guy marrying a cow? What? I think that cow has a veil on. Seriously, come over here. That guy's marrying a cow. Curious onlookers.
Wow, well, how could you not be?
His name is Negra Elite. He's 18 years old. He was caught stark naked, positioned behind the cow in a rice paddy field. Now, in his defense, Negra admitted to the act of bestiality, but claimed the cow, which he believed was a young and beautiful woman, had wooed him with flattering compliments.
What do you mean mood him? Humor's about to be a cancer.
Cancer ate my sense of humor. Thanks, Cancer. Was giving him flattering compliments, and that's why he decided to have sex with it.
Now,
Not all on the move stuff. You know, the way you look in that rice hat really moves.
God.
there has to be stools involved. Not that kind of stool, but like something to stand on in order to.
Neri is a very short cow.
It was a calf. Well, now he's a real sick bastard.
As part of a Pika Ruin ritual, a ceremony to cleanse the village of the unholy act of a man mating with a cow, he was forced to marry the animal.
And then that makes it all good. He's not weird now because he married the cow that he was having sex with.
But then as he was marrying it, he passed out.
Oh, you're a cold feet.
And nobody knows if he actually got to say I moo or not.
Oh!
I'm sorry. I stole your line.
I think your cancer's in remission.
As part of the ceremony, Nigra's victim and new bride was drowned in the ocean.
What? Wait, what?
So,
As part of the ceremony, okay, they're married. He has to marry the cow.
Yeah.
And then as part of the ceremony, at the reception, they take the cow out to the ocean and they drown it.
that's the world's worst reception and honeymoon ever. Or honeymoon.
I'm just trying to think of...
I'm not going to stop. You know you're bringing up something like this.
I'm just trying to think of how this cow's day started and how it ended.
Probably some guy holding on our teeth.
It's pulling a plow through a rice paddy.
Yeah.
this guy starts fucking it from behind. It goes through a wedding ceremony, and I'm sure it did have probably some garb on. If it's a ceremony, it's gotta be wearing a wedding dress of some kind.
Oh yeah.
That had to be utterly humiliating.
Oh! And then,
Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, the user said, they're like, all right, let's go drown the cow. What, motherfuckers? I just got fucked from behind by some human.
Right.
I had to marry this guy. I just met him.
Yeah.
And now you're going to fucking drown me in the ocean? Negra, on the other hand, was symbolically drowned and bathed on the beach. Only his clothes were thrown into the sea.
His clothes is what fucked the cow.
The cow's dead in the ocean,
Yeah.
and they threw his clothes in. The village chief declared that the village had been cleansed from the defilement from the incident. That's my best Bali accent.
It sure is good to live in America, that's all I'll say. See, that happens in America. We just call the guy Kenny Cow, we go to high school with him, and it's fine. We all had Kenny Cow. You had Kenny Cow, didn't you?
We had Peggy Horse.
Peggy Horse.
Did you have anybody at your school?
No.
Oh, you had a guy with multiple buttholes.
Yeah, and nobody did anything with him? God.
Another guy lost a bottle cap in his ass.
God, I'm sure we lived in the smallest town. It didn't have city limits. Like our high school was next to a cow field, but I'm sure it happened every day. But we didn't hear about it. It was probably so normal that we didn't hear about it.
The one kid in school who didn't fuck a cow was the rumor.
That was me.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear? Eric doesn't have
Eric's a cow virgin. Can you believe that?
No, I'm not.
Smell my finger. He's just thinking of a fucking hamburger all night. Smell my finger.
Oh, people are sick.
I thought you'd be upset with the story, Heidi, because they're gonna marry a cow to a man, but
Yeah.
two chicks can't get married to each other.
I know, a little frustrating, but I didn't want to go to the gay angle.
You don't want to go to the gay angle?
Yeah, I was trying to stay away from that.
But it did cross your mind.
Of course,
when
how
guy
can I?
marries a cow.
Of course, they drown her later, so maybe I don't want to get married. Like, you guys can get married, but I'm fucking killing one of you when it's over. You decide.
How about we do that? Let's do that. We'll allow gays to get married, but one of you gets drowned in the ocean.
Let all of our paperwork get in order first.
Then we'll fill the other one's clothes in.
I gotta make sure she leaves me all the money. That's horrific.
That was my favorite story of the week.
There's got to be a lot of guys in America who would love to drown that cow with a wife.
Yeah, normally after you get married, she turns into a cow. Not before.
And then you want to kill her. Oh, God. Yeah, they're doing this big thing right now, I guess, in Japan, where they're doing the opposite of a wedding ceremony. They're doing divorce ceremonies. Where you invite all of your friends and family, and you have them there. It looks exactly like a wedding, except you do, like, reverse vows. And they say that it's amazing for closure, where you're like, no, we're all getting together in front of friends and family, just like we started, but we're having a divorce ceremony, and they...
You know what'd be tough about that?
What? Who's paying for what?
No, when you go, like if I was going to someone's divorce ceremony.
They're like, it's on Saturday, it's at 2 o'clock.
No, but they have ushers, and they're going to say bride, ex-bride or ex-groom, or whatever they're going to call each other. And it's like, well, which side do I choose? I'm announcing at that moment who gets me in the divorce.
That's true, because that always happens. When you break up or have a divorce, it's like, shit.
I mean, so it's probably going to cause more problems with the people who were there, because it's like, you got to make that choice as soon as you walk in of whose side you sit on. And so when they come out, they're going to see how many friends they have. And if one side of the church is stacked, it's like, fuckers!
Yeah. Now we know the truth comes out. I never liked her anyway. I was only putting up with her because I like you. But yeah, they said it's about, I guess the divorce rate in Japan is really crazy high. And last year they had 251,000 divorces. They arrived at this place they called the Divorce Mansion for a ceremony where they smash their wedding ring with a gavel, which is a gesture signifying the end of their partnership. The gavel has a frog's head on it, as frogs symbolize change in Japanese culture. So everybody celebrates and they play music. It looks exactly like a wedding, except it's a divorce ceremony to help move on. Would that be something you would be into? Or would have been into?
A divorce ceremony? No.
You're to see me either. I'm like, okay, here it is. Here's the ring. We're done. I don't need the symbolically destroy the ring. It's like, here you go. Take it back. It's over. I think
Well, I
that
didn't
you
really
would
want anybody to know. I mean, unfortunately, I talk to the world every day, so everyone finds out quickly.
Well, yeah.
But if I had the choice, and I wasn't a public figure, I wouldn't want anybody to know I got divorced.
Even your family. You're just like...
Well, I mean, honestly, they would know.
Right.
But it's not one of those things where I'm going to call people, I'm going to send invitations, and it's like,
Right.
oh, did you hear? We're getting separated. I didn't make phone calls.
Right.
Women do that. They call all their friends and they start laying blame. They start telling horrible stories about you that really aren't true. But
More on that later.
yeah, but I didn't call up and bash her or her friends and like that. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, it's over, it's done. And then you feel like a failure anyway because you didn't ever fail at marriage.
Right,
So
yeah.
you feel like a failure. So why are you going to advertise failure?
Well, I think, Frank, that's why.
But I guess they did give us buses at 790.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the billboards. So I guess there's a reason sometimes. So.
Yeah.
That's right.
Failure! Come on now.
I'm kidding.
All right.
It's a huge success.
I was going to say something, I forget what it was.
About the Asians, divorce ceremony. I got something Asian while you think about it.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
It's not an Asian guy. This guy lives in London. He's 89 years old. And he's a crossword enthusiast. Woo! And he used the internet to solve a clue about the clue was wild Asian ass. And ended up being bombarded with hardcore pornography. This guy's online, this 89-year-old man, and his name's Jack Sedgwick, and he was stuck on 14 across, wild Asian ass. So he types in Asian ass.
Oh boy.
And instead, he was left shocked when it showed dozens of porn sites displaying photos of naked Asian girls. One website said, the hottest spicy Asian ass you'll ever see. I was shaken. The images were horrendous. I didn't know this sort of stuff existed, said Jack, who hasn't been out of his house since the story broke. He finally managed to get it solved after changing his search to donkey sanctuaries. And the answer was onager.
Onager.
Wild Asian ass
Now you know.
is an onager.
I'm sure that guy's very appropriately named after
Do you really think-
those websites, Jack?
That he was back there looking up a clue. Unless it was in the book Wild Asian Ass. That's his only defense. That, hey, look, 14 across, there's the clue.
Wild Asian ass.
Or was
yeah.
this something where, because he's 89 years old, Grandma and the grandkids walk in, he's like, what's this?
I was dude.
This is horrendous. He's got a raging wood sticking through his robe.
Yeah.
I wonder if my mom or dad, because they're on the internet, do you think your dad surfs porn? I mean, most people at some point.
Yeah. No, I don't think my dad has ever, although, boy, that's a tough one. I don't think my dad knows how to use a computer. He's 73 years old.
You've never seen him on it, never did anything with it?
Never. But when I was home visiting my mom, and I went on her website, I went on the computer to get online, and I Googled something, and you show the history, and it was the nastiest shit I had ever seen. And, like, get hard, need this, triple X, wet pussy, all this shit. And I said, Mom, who uses your computer? Oh, just me. I said,
oh, yeah.
Interesting. I said, well, what do you, really? Because there's some really weird shit that pop. Oh, I get that all the time. The only things I go on MarthaStewart.com and MSN to check my Hotmail. And I said, those are the only two things. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Did she type in hot male once?
she's a bad speller.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom,
She's
seriously.
from Indiana.
That is true. Yeah, so all that shit popped up. So but I don't think it's my dad. I mean,
Somebody has to be on there.
the only thing I can think is my 14-year-old nephew. Is that because my mom's like, well, he's not. I'm usually with him when he's on, but he stays with them. So she goes to sleep and he goes upstairs. But it was like shit. But I'm going, Mom, why? Oh, I know that stuff pops up all the time, and I just close it out. I only go on Martha Stewart, so who knows? But I don't think it's my dad.
So just
doesn't
the
know.
ad, the pop-up window ad for that site.
And she's got that PC, so it's like they all come, and I'm like, whoa. Get your dick hard. Get your pussy
Is that
wet.
the name of the site, or they all
They all
come?
pop up.
Is
They
that
all
one of the
come.
sites, or
I think
part of
so.
the history?
Yeah, so it's disgusting. My mom, I don't think it's my dad though. Gotta be my nephew, probably.
I'd love to go and put spyware on my parents' computer. It's always the other way around. The parents are always putting the spyware on their kid's computer to find out, or a
Right.
jilted lover, and you're trying to figure out what they're cheating on you. But put on your parents' computer.
See, I think you would be just freaked. Like, what if your dad was looking at something?
Wouldn't that be hilarious? I think
If you knew that your dad at night when your mom went to bed
Like-
after she had a cup of tea was looking up hot Asian ass.
Oh my God, that'd be great.
Really? Oh no.
And the kinkier the better, I think, just to have something like that, to where
To know
he's
it.
got to get one of his attitudes at Christmas. It's like, easy, big fat man move. Ooh, yeah. And everyone else is like, what?
What are
Big
you
fat
talking-
man move?
and he's just
Why do you call Dad that?
Right, he's just going.
It's just a site for black chicks over 350 pounds.
Hey, there's a lid for every pot.
Believe me, I'd be getting everything in the will.
Okay, so you wouldn't say, you would only use it like that. You would never confront him like, so who knew you're in a big old black chick?
No. How,
You would wait and use it when you needed it.
exactly. I wonder how in the hell I knew. He'll never know. I'm not going to go to him with all the evidence like, how'd you get all this? Well, I did Spyware.
What if,
That.
what,
You're
if,
grounded.
what if you did that and he's like, I know, that's what your mom fucking likes.
No shit, that ain't me, that's Sandy. That's her computer. No, I say big fat man when she drops the turkey platter. Dad's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Everything goes
Yeah.
silent except like clanking of silverware.
Mom's eyes are wide open looking at me. I'm looking at her.
Anyone want pecan pie? Pie? We get pie now. Turkeys.
Enough with the pie, Mom. You have a problem.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Ooh, speaking of that, probably, I probably got this story more than any story that I've ever been sent before. Probably 200 emails or Facebook posts about and maybe you guys did too, about the condom that has teeth.
The anti-rape condom.
The female condom that you put in, and I guess if you have to, I think only a doctor can put it in and take it out. Really convenient.
That's gotta be sanitary.
Well,
You can't take it out on a daily basis on your own just to give it a quick hosing?
no, you can't take it out on its own. I guess this doctor is distributing anti-rape female condom, and this is all brought on because of the World Cup. Like, there are going to be a lot of
Well, South Africa is like the rape capital of the country,
Yeah.
of the world.
jagged rows of teeth like hooks attached to a man's penis and can only be removed by a doctor. The doctor, the South African doctor, was on call one night about 40 years ago. This female condom was 40 years in the works, and when a devastated rape victim walked in, her eyes were lifeless, she was breathing, she looked like a corpse. The doctor says the rape victim looked at me and said, "If only I had teeth down there." And the doctor went, bing, light bulb went off, and went to work on this female condom that you insert. And the woman inserts the condom like a tampon, they say. And then jagged rows of teeth like hooks line its inside and attach to the man's penis during penetration. Now,
So it's barbed.
it's barbed. Now, apparently,
Oh my God.
he can, like, you can't take it out, I guess, on your own. I don't know. But if he goes inside of you, it attaches to his penis, and it doesn't pierce his flesh, which is weird. Or no liquid comes out. So they said a lot of people were worried about it, like, he starts bleeding, and now he's inside of you, now his blood's inside of you, and it's even more dangerous. And they said, no. That's why it took 40 years to create, but it attaches to his penis, and
Like, forms a vacuum or something?
yeah, and then he pulls out of you, but it's attached to him and it's out of you, and he's free, but he can't do anything because it says it hurts so much he cannot pee, he can't even walk when the thing's attached, and he can't take it off. If he tried, they said, if he tries to remove it, it will clasp even tighter. However, it doesn't break the skin, and there's no danger of fluid exposure when he's trying to pull out of you.
So it's like a Chinese finger cuff.
Kind of like that, but with your penis and with teeth. Yeah, to prevent rape. They said after they're giving them away free now. She said she's giving away about 30,000 of them for free during the World Cup period, and they're going to be about $2 a piece. There are people who are against it, saying the female condom is not a long-term solution and makes women vulnerable to more violence from men trapped
No
by the
doubt.
device. See, yeah, I
I'd
know.
pull off you with a cock cuff on
Right,
me.
and you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
and you're,
Guess who's getting knee fucked today?
oh God. They said it's a form of enslavement. Fear surrounds the victim. The act of wearing the condom in anticipation of being assaulted is sort of like enslavement, and it constantly reminds women of their vulnerability. I don't know. I mean, I think that if you worried, shit.
If they had this, you would wear it all the time because you say you don't pull over for cops because you think they're
Well,
rapists in cop
I
cars.
would only wear it if I wanted to sneak
I know.
somewhere. I'd put it in while I was in the seat. Oh, I'm going to be going fast down this interstate. Better put in my rape condom.
Then it would be a finger cuff.
Right. Oh, shit. I put it in wrong. I can't get my finger out. This is going to be
You
awesome.
can't type it the next day. She's got this one big female condom finger.
Yeah.
She got her
I think-
rape kit.
I think I'm sort of on the side of the critics. The only thing it would do is stop a guy if a guy knows about it. Like, if this gets out that women are wearing these now, so you have to be careful, she has to consent. But if not, you pull out and you got barbs attached to your dick and you're pissed, I'm probably going to end up dead. Or like you said, if you're in the mood to rape, I'm getting raped with whatever's handy.
Yeah, because rape's not about sex, it's about power. And now you just took my power away because you basically took my weapon away.
Yeah.
And so now I have to trump that with another weapon of some kind.
So that's what critics are saying. It's just going to end up making men more. But wouldn't it keep you, if you knew that a lot of women were wearing these, if you were that kind of guy, wouldn't you be like, nah, I'm not taking my chance that she wouldn't be wearing one?
What I would do, I'd probably wear a leather glove or a welding glove or something like that. Then I'd check first.
You just carry a dildo around.
Ooh.
Look at you. Good.
Scam rapist.
God.
But I'd rather
That came so easily to me, too.
But I'd rather be caught with gloves on my passenger seat than a big old dick. Yeah, whatever you're into. I was like, I'm just going to carry a dildo around.
Waving it around.
You got in your back pocket like a comb in the 80s, just the head sticking
He
out.
always wears a bandana in his back pocket. That'll just be replaced with a big
Just to
dog.
cover up the cock he's got back there.
See, when you told that story, all I could imagine, because they know how it feels on the man. They've done tests. So there had to be test subjects for this.
Oh.
So all I keep imagining is a bunch of college kids who need money
Right.
in line
Beer
at
money.
this place. Like, okay, so what am I getting into, bro? And the doctor's like, all right, so we've got this device. You're going to have to get your penis hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. I can do that. That's cool. And then you're going to stick your penis inside of a woman. Yeah? Okay, cool. And you're going to pay me for this?
This is the best study ever.
Yeah. And then it's going to latch on to the tip of your penis with these painful teeth. Whoa, what? Whoa.
Back up. Is there one in her ass?
That guy walks out, tells the line, run.
There you go. You better have one in your ass, too.
Oh, man.
Because now I'm going to rape you with the toothy condom on me in your ass.
You couldn't. It would be too painful. They said that you can't even walk or pee once it's
I
latched
can't
on.
walk?
No.
Well, these are Africans we're talking about.
Well, yeah, maybe you could walk. You could jog.
Fuck, I could skip. I'll skip to my next raping. Skip to my rape. Skip to my rape.
Oh,
To my rape.
my darling. Where there's a
Hell,
walk away.
I could probably still rape her and not hit the side still. She's like, she wouldn't even consider it rape.
She feels sorry for her, like, oh, whatever, just do it then. I had a friend who got date raped, and she said it was she had never seen a penis so small. You know, like those people, guys have microphallus. It's called. It's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she was on a date with him, and this was in high school, and he went to date rape her, and she's like, no. And sure enough, he pulls his pants down, and she sees it, and she said it was maybe half the size of her pinky finger. And she just went, whatever. Like, just was like, I'm not even gonna fight it. It was that small.
No, when she said whatever, she consented.
No. She didn't say whatever to him,
That's
but
not
it was
different,
like,
no.
but it was one of those things where he pulls it down, and she's scared about being raped, and he pulls his pants down, and it was
so small she wouldn't even count it.
there was nothing there. It was literally the half of a pinky finger, like a long clit. It was a long clit.
Yeah, but date rape seems like it is sexual. It's not
I
only
think
about
it is
power.
sexual. Well, it was sexual.
So, but for him to want to whip out his half pinky,
Well,
I mean, you think
still
if
have
you're that type
desire.
of guy, he'd be super duper nice. You know, the guy who really takes care of a woman, who's super romantic, is
Well-
because he's got the half a pinky.
Well, can I tell you, he was nice. He was good looking before that. Nice, good looking, and the captain of the football team.
So he was a big guy. How
Big.
big? I mean, say.
Well, she probably like 6, just a typical football player, 6 feet. I mean, like
6
a big, like
200 pounds?
a guy that you look at and go, he's probably got something to it.
And nothing at all.
Like a half a pinky finger.
Now, if
She
that
almost
story
was like,
get out, I mean, all around Stewart.
I don't think she told anyone.
Captain
I don't
Pinky.
think she told anybody because she was embarrassed about the fact that had happened, but that it was just micro. And I go, come on. She goes, no, I'm telling you. And I told that guy that I had sex with one time in college. It wasn't that small, but it was very, very, very tiny.
The whole pinky.
No. Maybe a thumb. That was it. But I came from this long relationship with this guy, this Sicilian Italian, who, he was nice. And then this guy was like, ugh. And then It was women after that. I'm like, forget it.
I'm this close to eating pussy like that. Might as well keep going.
Oh, yeah. So I don't even think I count him either. Why bother? Mr. Thumpkin. Me. It was like in, out, over. That quick. So I said, forget it. Yeah. And then I just went, was with women ever since.
Did he try to call you after that, or did he try to be Mr. Romantic, super nice guy, so you wouldn't go around?
Well, it's funny because we were really good friends. So I did the wrong thing anyway. But I told you, I think I may have told the story before where I got kissed by a girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got kissed by a girl. I got freaked out by it. Like, oh my God, made out with this girl for 2 hours, and went, oh my God. And I knew he liked me, this guy, so he was the easy go-to. And I was like, why don't you come over? And I kind of seduced him. And then I was like, oh my God.
I wonder how many guys got pussy from that. It's to get the lesbian off of them. And the girl had that first experience of just experimenting in college.
I just need to be with a man and know that I'm not gay.
Yeah, she just runs to a guy right away.
Yeah.
No effort involved at all.
And the second I was kissing him on the couch and then doing it, I was like, no, I'm calling that girl. I'm making out with.
Did you go back to her house afterwards?
Yes, I did.
Right away?
Yeah, pretty much.
To go get the little dick off of you?
I had to get the little.
I going back and forth.
Knocked on the door crying. I need to get this little dick off of me. Yeah. I think he was a virgin too, so it was another.
And you took his virginity.
Maybe. I don't know. I never asked. Never talked about that.
Just assumed because it was so quick.
Yeah. Very inexperienced, but a nice feller, I guess.
Would you ever consider eating in a restaurant that used to be a public bathroom?
No.
It's not anymore, but it's being converted into a restaurant. But you knew it back in the day when, that used to be the public restroom.
Oh, it's like the bathrooms at the beach, like those with the. You're not talking like an Andy Gum.
No.
I'm saying, wow. Oh, can I get reservations? Is there a line? Yeah.
I don't know what these are in Boston, I guess, and I think that they used to have these cubicle type things.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Kiosk looking things on the corners that used to be the public restrooms, and so they're opening it up now. So they shut those things down, they become restaurants. And so everyone knows that they're public restrooms in the past. They haven't been restrooms for a long time. They've just been these landmarks, and so it's like, well, let's make some money, and let's put a taco place in there.
Well, whatever you do, whatever you do.
A bean burrito from a public bathroom restaurant.
You get the guy coming out going, whatever you do, don't order the meatloaf. Okay?
Yeah, the specials meatloaf. It's all stuff. The restaurants that probably shouldn't be there at all.
Now, what are your sides? Corn? What else?
There's just bowls of peanuts sitting on the
It's all poo themed. I like it.
So what'd you do? What'd you eat there?
Oh, maybe just for the novelty of it all. Maybe. No.
It'd be fun just to go down there and watch the tourists who didn't realize that was the bathroom back in the day, because I've been in Boston my whole life to watch them eat there.
Stupids.
Yeah, actually, one of the places that is moving into the first one is a Chinese food place. Chinese food. Mm-hmm. And their special is going to be the poo-poo platter.
All right.
So what are the restaurants you think could go in there? Kentucky Fried Pinchin'?
Kentucky Fried Pinchin', okay. Mm-hmm.
Hot dog on a stick?
Every guy's had that, huh?
Panda Express glance?
Ew, Frank, now.
Oh, stop there.
That's disgusting.
Quit while you're ahead.
Quit on the head. I should say that one for last.
Ugh.
I just wrote these down as they came to me. Got to goes.
Instead of
Togos.
yeah.
Got to goes. Sub spray.
No.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
Subway. I know it's a stretch. You can tell I probably should have stopped there. I probably should have stopped on the hot dog on a stick. That's pretty funny. I'm not kind of a dairy queef, but I guess that wouldn't make any sense at all.
You rarely. Yeah, probably not. Damn it, I'm trying to think.
You never heard somebody queef in the stall next door?
No, because
they're like pushing and.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Wait a second, that was a queef.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't?
No.
Aren't you like?
No,
You're pushing, and when you need air.
No, because you got to get air in order to get it to come out.
You got air in.
Rarely.
You don't think ladies walk around as?
No, it's when you do. This is one reason.
The alphabet.
This is one reason I don't like to work out in public. Because if you do get like, there are certain workouts you do where you're like doing the heels to the heavens or whatever, and you come back down. Oh man! Well, if you're by yourself, that's fine. But if you're out in public,
there's a video on the internet of aerobics instructor. I think it was on TV, and they were doing some downward dog position or something like that. And I think she was a black lady, and she totally queefed. And everybody who was doing the yoga just kind of like fell out of their positions because everyone started laughing, and she sat down real quick and started laughing.
And she named her child that afterwards, I'm sure. It's a gregreat black girl name.
Laquifa.
Laquifa. Oh, this little Laquifa. Well, that's a cute name. How'd you get that? You want that one now? That's a cute name. Yeah, I'm sure black people hate when I do that. Although I find it very funny when black people imitate white people, so why wouldn't they think it's funny if I'm doing them? I like when the black girls, like, I had a black friend in college, and she would always imitate me, even though I didn't sound like that at all. She'd be like, hi, my name is Heidi. Like, she overdoes it, you know, but she was like a full-on black girl, but she would act like I'm like some country club girl. I'm like, I don't even sound like that, so I'd always do her full-on ghetto, too.
That's just the stereotype. And
I guess.
And I guess they don't like being stereotyped in that, whatever the hell you do.
I know all black people don't sound like that, but it's not funny to a black person sounds like, it's not funny to imitate Barack Obama.
They're sensitive, apparently.
Well, yeah.
Very thin skin.
Very, very thin.
That's why we should make fun of them. Not about the color, it's just they're thin.
They're so big.
Hey, thin skinners.
Thin Skinner, please. It's Thin Skinner. Don't say Thin Skinner. That is just derogatory.
Where all my skinners at?
My Thin Skinners. KTLA did the story, I think it was maybe the last week, at the end of the week or something, about this. And I don't know if you guys heard about this, but the 13-year-old girl who gave herself an abortion with a pencil.
Oh, I missed that.
Well, she tried to give herself an abortion with a pencil.
Did she just try to erase it, or she tried to poke it?
Just erase. She's so young and immature, she thinks she can just put an eraser up there and erase the baby out of her uterus. No, it doesn't work that way. No, I think she used the pointy end.
Oh!
Yeah. The story is an awful
Drafting
story.
pencil or number 10?
It's tough. Abortion with a pencil. The number 2 way to do an abortion. A 30-year-old man was charged with raping a 13-year-old girl, who then got pregnant with his baby. So there's trouble brewing on the horizon. And then she decided, because I guess she was embarrassed, number one, she was raped by the guy. So she tried to abort the fetus using a pencil. Then she got violently ill for about 3 days. She went into contractions before delivering the baby at her home. She placed the baby in a plastic shopping bag. And then...
So this is a lot bigger than a Brazil nut.
Well, see, that's what I'm thinking, Frank. Yeah, the story. That's what I'm thinking. But it's a little convoluted because then the guy who raped her admitted to burying the body in the woods near his home. So now he's charged with the rape of a child, involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, and concealing the death of a child and the abuse of a corpse. So he got her pregnant. She killed the baby with a pencil, gave herself an abortion with a pencil, and then wrapped the baby in a...
Bus bag.
Yeah, like a rouse bag or something. And then he buried the baby. So obviously they were in... Because I'm thinking, I'm not going to contact my rapist and go, you're going to come and do something with this thing, because, I'm not bearing all the responsibility. I don't understand, like, you raped me, I get pregnant, I abort my baby.
Stepped up as the father of this baby and buried it out in the woods.
I get raped, I get pregnant, I abort my...
Don't be a deadbeat, have a shovel.
I abort my own penis with a pencil. I'm not calling my rapist to bury it. You know what I mean? It's like an odd... I don't know if they were in a relationship.
Obviously they're in a relationship.
I don't know.
Or they're related.
I don't know. See, it doesn't say who she is because obviously she's 13 years old. Police say they didn't know how far along the pregnancy was or whether the baby was born alive, so we don't know that. But if it fit in a plastic shopping bag, that's pretty... Well, I guess...
Could have been a sandwich bag.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Give them one of those great big bags, put a comforter in, and then you suck out the air.
Whole baby in a bag. They get whole baby in a bag. Make the bed in a bag. Whole baby with shams. That's your whole baby in a bag. Comes complete with everything. That sounds so convenient and very inexpensive, the baby in the bag.
This is the mother of the year. I think that she just wins hands down from the story alone. I don't think there's any other mother who could probably stack up to this one.
Gotta top the girl who killed her baby with a pencil.
All right, I think I can.
Bark size of low.
Just, this one didn't have an abortion, but probably should have.
Okay.
She's an Arizona mom, and she was arrested as she packed up for a future as a California stripper because she intended to leave her 2 young children behind. And when her 11-year-old son tried to hug her before their separation, she made a fist and punched him in the stomach. This is according to the police report. Now, police were called to the house by Christina Muniz's 11-year-old son at 9 in the morning, and he said his mother was leaving him behind along with his 6-year-old brother. So he's 11, he's 6.
Okay.
The boy stated his mom is in the house packing with her boyfriend, and she is going to California without them. And when the child told her not to go, she said she was going to beat him. This is what he's telling like 911
You can just
operator.
picture like, oh, Mommy, don't leave me.
Police said the woman, 29, was abandoning her 2 boys because she was sick of them and wanted to finally be able to pursue her dream of becoming a stripper.
I think it's funny that she has to pack. Really? You're going to be a stripper. What are you packing?
She said she was tired of having the kids. She needed a break and didn't want them. She told the officers on the scene all this. And then Munez, that's her name, allegedly told the officers she needed to go out and play without, or what the fuck? Told the officers she needed to go out and play without them.
Uh-huh.
So she wanted to go out to California and do her thing. She was tired of being a mom after 11 years and 6-year-old. She's like, these kids are holding me down. I want to go to California and pursue my dream to become a stripper.
And you know, every guy who pays the $20 for a lap dance is going to hear this story. Because they all talk. The bad ones do anyway. Where they tell you their shit. You're like,
While they're lap dancing?
Yeah, maybe it's because I'm a girl. Like, I've heard this.
Because I'm like, shut the fuck up.
You've never heard these stories where they tell you their stories and shit? Where you're just like, oh my God. Yeah, you know. Yeah, oh yeah, about what they're doing, if they're in school, I have a son, he's 5, and you're like, oh. I didn't even want the lap dance, and you're the one paying for me. And
it must be just women, because guys don't go there to hear women talk.
Yes, I know, Frank, but a lot of times they tell stories and stuff. Maybe I just...
What was the story you heard?
Well, no, she was just telling me about doing this. I just remember, I think it was at the Orange County one, maybe at Fritz's, and she's talking to me about how, yeah, this is pretty gross, but you know, I don't mind, at least... I don't mind doing girls, like it's just easier. The guys are creepy, and I have a son, and he's 5 years old, and you know, I'm like, oh really, what does your son do while you're here? Oh, well, my boyfriend watches it. I'm like, God almighty! Like, she's just so pathetic. She's there, it's dark, she's stinky, she's stripping, telling me about her 5-year-old son
She
at
was
home.
stinky?
No, the whole thing, just like the body sweat and... God, it's such pathetic.
You know, the boy told the officer that she was always telling him things like that she didn't want him, that he was ugly, and he had buck teeth, and that she just wanted him to leave.
To her son?
To her son. And when the officer said, do you really think your mom's going to take off, go to California? He said, yes, yeah, she's leaving. And he said all she cares about is her boyfriend and drinking wine.
Don't look this direction.
Well, you're planning on becoming a mother. We know what your wine means to you.
I'm not. I would give up wine if I became a mother.
The boy told the officer that she was always leaving them alone, and she was always mean and never cooked for them or helped them. He said she goes out at night, and the next morning a different guy will leave the house.
Classic broad.
Can you imagine what that'd be like? Mom fucking a different guy every night? Well,
I don't want to imagine my mom fucking the same guy, my dad. He's bad enough. I don't want to imagine other guys.
I'm asking you because I know Eric can imagine it.
Oh.
I gotta throw your mom in there.
Yeah.
Come on,
we never talked about Eric's mom.
Come on, Blind Man chuckled a little bit on that one, didn't
Blind Dad likes the show.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he enjoys it.
Maybe not so much now since there's Rick on his one.
No, he likes it more, trust me.
Oh, he does? Nice.
My mom is our punching bag.
How long have they been married?
Let's see.
30 years at least, right?
Around 30 years. Let's see. Yeah, something like 30.
Oh, so yeah, she's heard about it.
Yeah, oh yeah. We all make fun of my mom.
You do?
Oh, yeah. She's so easy to make fun of. Because we'll just say one little thing and she'll be like,
oh, you make her sad.
and then we're all like,
You get her to cry.
That's right.
Yeah.
Last after hours, we talk about how much he likes to watch girls cry. He's sickos.
That's why.
His own mom.
I guess the cops were at this house quite a while because they're saying that they were talking to the boy and he's telling them all the stuff about the mom. They're probably just trying to do the domestic dispute type of thing, get everybody back on the same page. And says while they were talking to the boy, they walked back downstairs and found the woman asleep on the couch. And the boy went to try to wake her up. And she said, what the fuck do you want? I never want to see you again. God, she's dead right there.
Better off without her. Go away. Leave me alone.
Child Protective Services arrived at the house, and the 11-year-old told them that he and his brother wanted to go stay with their father in Phoenix, which she agreed to.
Well,
Damn!
Yeah.
When she saw the temporary custody notice, she looked at the 11-year-old and told him she never wanted to see him again. She never called her, and that she would hopefully be in California. The 11-year-old tried to hug his mother goodbye, as when Christina made a fist with her right hand, and she punched him in the stomach.
And then charged him $20.
As he tried to hug her goodbye.
My God. Stories like this make me want to call my mom and thank her. She wasn't happy.
At that point, police arrested her and charged her with possession of drug paraphernalia, disorderly conduct, and child neglect. And during her processing, she said she smoked marijuana all the time, and that she was happy.
She sounds delightful.
She
really.
said she thought her boyfriend now would get a place with her, and she could finally pursue her lifelong dream of being a stripper and making a lot of money.
Now, is this...
And now she's working down at the Candy Cat. Angel on stage number 2. Angel. She makes the most ironic name for herself. Angel.
Is being a stripper really a dream, or is it more of a, I don't know, C or D plan?
It's always been her dream. Childhood dream to become a stripper. Your childhood dream was to become Oprah, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a childhood dream.
Nowhere close. I'm
Always.
still white, thin, no money. Yeah.
It's funny because
Kind of got close.
little Eric, our intern, he found the story for me, and he wrote a story about himself on the back.
Oh no!
That most people want to be something when they grow up.
Yeah.
She wanted to be a stripper. He's like, well, when I was a kid, I wanted to be the Flash. I would spend hours upon hours running up and down my street trying to be as fast as him. And it wasn't even that. I read comic books. I just liked the thought of being really fast. I went so far as to wear his costume when I would go out in public with my mom.
Oh my God, Eric. It could explain why he's so
He'd
skinny.
wear a Flash costume and run up and down his street.
Is that how the story ends?
Yeah, that's how it is. That's what you want to do when you grow
I
up.
even went so far to wear my costume around with my mom.
The end. Little Eric. Oh God.
Yeah, he's really fast at writing stories too, just and abruptly.
He doesn't waste a lot of time with adjectives and nouns.
He doesn't.
Colorful stuff.
No, we love little Eric. I start calling him the Flash now.
Well, yeah,
That's
we
his
all have a
name.
nickname. He's Flash.
Because, yeah, we got Schmeez, Flash,
Yeah.
Heidi and Frank,
Yeah. I like it.
the After Hours crew. I do like
What a
it.
surly crew.
Thank you so much for coming back and joining us for another After Hours podcast. Be sure and go check out my show, Squatters. It's doing really well. It just won an award, I guess, and it's going to be featured at Comic-Con. So that's like a huge thing
Wow.
for me and for the show, and Eric's all excited. You know, he's one of the stars of the show. So definitely go to CrossCuttingandFrank.com. You can watch episodes there, or go to DailyMotion.com every Monday for a brand new episode. We did 4 episodes, and it just keeps getting better and better. It's awesome. Squatters, go watch it. Thank you for joining us. This has been Heidi and Frank on After Hours.